Welcome to English for Professional Mechanical Engineers. My name is Yiji. I'm so happy to have the chance to speak to you about presentation signpost expressions. And this is the first part, starting. This is the outline of the all topics for presentation signpost expressions. It's divided into 4 parts. I use 4 colors to distinguish the 4 parts. The first part is about how to start a presentation. The topics are in yellow. The second and third part are signpost presentation during a presentation. And the final part is how to end a presentation. The topics are in blue. These are the 3 topics that we are going to learn to start a presentation. 1. Starting. 2. Introducing topic. 3. Explain structure. Now, let's look at how to start a presentation. What is the first thing we should do in the very beginning of a talk? Yes, greeting. It means say hi to everyone, or something friendly or polite that you will say or do when you meet or welcome someone. And we can use the sentences like, "Good morning, everyone," "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen," or "Good evening, colleagues." Depending on the time and audience, you can choose the proper sentence to start a warm speech. So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, colleagues. Before moving on to the next 2 sentences for greeting, I will talk about 2 vocabularies, invite and honored. Invite is a verb. It means to ask or request someone to go to an event. For example, you are going to have a party, and you will invite someone to attend the party. Or you may have any kind of event, and you should invite some guests to attend the event. The other word, honored. Honored is a term that is frequently used during a presentation, and it is an adjective. And its verb is honor or honor. Honor on the left is the US spelling, and honor on the right is the British spelling. So both spelling are fine. H-O-N-O-R or H-O-N-O-U-R. US spelling or UK spelling. Honor means to show great respect for someone or something, especially in public. So, when you are invited to a talk, you may show your respect to the people who invite you. Then, you can say something in public, like the following sentence. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak here today. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak here today. Or, when you are invited to a talk about your research, you may show the respect to the host who invites you by saying, "I'm honored to have opportunity to share our research with you here today." I'm honored to have the opportunity to share our research with you here today. Alright, does that make sense to you? Let's move on to the next one. 2. Introducing topic. After greeting, you may start the talk by introducing the topic. What sentences that we can use to introduce the topic to the audience? Okay, the most straight way is like, "Today, I'm going to talk about something. Today, I'm going to talk about something." Or, being polite, you may say something like, I'm happy to have this chance to speak to you today about something. I'm happy to have this chance to speak to you all today about something. Or, if the PPT has shown the title on the monitor, you may talk in this way. As you can see, I'm here today to talk to you about something. As you can see, I'm here today to talk to you about something. Right? Was that clear? So, I will move on to the next topic. 3. Explaining structure. Why should I explain the structure of the presentation? Okay, it can help the audience to follow your talk. When we tell them the structure in advance, they will be able to expect what they will hear. When they are more prepared to hear what they are going to hear, it will reduce the barrier to understand the presentation. It is not easy to understand a new material, so it's important to help the audience to follow the materials. In addition, this part is especially important. If the structure of your talk is a little bit different from the normal kind, or you have a long presentation with many parts. So, you should explain the structure when your talk has different structure or is it going to be a long talk. Okay, so how to explain the structure? Next, I will talk about two vocabularies, divided and explain. Divided is an adjective form of a verb divide. Divide means to separate into parts or groups. So we can divide one thing into many parts. When you use this word divide, you may have a picture in your mind, something like you are going to cut one thing into many pieces. So, divide means is from one complete thing into many pieces. Then the next word, explain, is also a word used commonly. It's a verb and it means to make something clear or easy to understand by describing or giving information about it. We can say the word explain is 解释 in Chinese. So, if there's anything students don't understand, teachers will be happy to explain. Okay, as long as you have known these two words, divided and explain, we can move on to how to explain the structure of the talk. Alright, you may use a sentence like, I've divided my presentation into 2, 3, 4, or several parts. I've divided my presentation into 2, 3, 4, or several parts. It depends how many parts you have divided in the presentation. Okay, after telling the audience how many parts in the talk, next, probably you want to further explain your structure. Then you may use a sentence like, first, I will explain something, and then I will move on to talk about the other thing. First, I will explain something, and then I will move on to talk about the other thing. This is a very typical structure. First, second, and so on. So finally, this is the end of the section. So much for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you have learned something useful from this lecture. Have a good time and see you in the next one. Goodbye.